Hi there. Some people, especially the young people, those who are jobless, and I appreciate that for them, we are in a situation where finding a job is difficult if it is not hard. But they are enthusiastic. They don't want to give it up. They want to start their own business because they say we try our best to get a job and we are graduated, but we cannot get money. We want to start our life. We want to, to start our, career. We want to improve ourselves. We want to develop. We want to open a house. We need a family. We want to marry. But we cannot do that unless we start our own business. I say this is very good because you are enthusiastic and this is why you want to start your own business. And the question they ask me today, how we can start our business. Now, listen carefully to my modest answer. I will say it in general, then I'll come to your question. Believe it or not, my dear, there is nothing better than knowledge, because knowledge is a power, and a power is a success. So you should have the knowledge first before you start your business. Because if you know the knowledge, which means collecting the information and the data, you will get the power and the strength to start your business. And the more information, the more data you have, the more, as I say, power you have, the more success you will have in your business. Coming back again to the question, which I can apply it to your business or to any type of business, whether you are a retailer, whether you are, let's say, a manufacturer, you want to start your own business. Now, first of all, keep in your mind the market, which means you have to study the market. Of course, you don't have time and maybe you don't have the knowledge to study all the market, but study the market of the product or the service you intend to sell. That means you should understand your supply. What type of goods, what type of service you're going to sell. You have to search for it and make a study. You have to bring a knowledge. You have to bring data for this supply. So first of all, in order to understand your supply, you should understand the market of your supply. Make a survey for you, for the product within your territory, within your area, within your street, within your village, okay? And ask, especially from those who are in business before you, especially in the same market, especially in the same product, okay? Look at the location, look at their customer, look at their capital they put, look at the risk. You have to study the risk. What are the provisions? What are the obstacles, okay, which in fact they face and they are facing. And look at why, for example, let's say number of people before you, they start the same business and they collapse or cases or close down their business. You have to understand this first. So, in order to understand your supplies, you have to understand the market. And in order to understand also the customer, you have to understand the demand. As you did for the supply and you bring the knowledge, you have to bring also the knowledge for the demand. Who will be your customers? And as I said, let's see what type of customers I'm going to sell. And I have to understand their taste. I have to understand, say for example, whether I concentrate on the quality. Shall I concentrate on, for example, cheap items, you will get, for example, sometime information that cheaping, let's say, quality with high price is much better than selling cheaper price with no customers. So therefore, you have to study your supplies and the demand. You have to study the market and you have to study the customers. Now I'll give you some example. Some people, they told, well, let's take it one by one. One of the newcomer to the business, they say, I love ties, the neckties. So I'm going to sell neckties. I say, stop here. Are you going to sell or to buy? Are you the buyer or the seller? He said, no, I'm the seller. Say, you love the neckties or the ties, but what about the customers? Maybe they don't like it. So why you put your good money after bad money? Definitely you will close down because you don't have more information. Yes, if you bring the information, the knowledge and the data and the customer, they are, yes, in this area, it is most people are classy, most people are professional, they like to buy ties, okay. But if you just close your eyes and say, I love ties, therefore I will sell ties, this is wrong. Okay, look at another example. Somebody say, I love to make, or I love chocolates, and I love to make chocolates. Sometime at home, I make the chocolate myself. I say, are you the seller or the buyer? You love chocolates, but what about the customer? Do they like it? Have you made a study of their taste? They do like, say no, but because I enjoy it. Yes, you enjoy it as a customer. Somebody told me, I love books. In fact, I read, like, for example, every 2 days I finish a book. I say, that is excellent. This is well done. This is good for you, but not for the customers. So you can make a small, teeny-weeny library at your home and read every day. Even you can bring this library to your shop where you are selling something else. But don't sell something you like it without making a study of what the others people want to sell. Now, if you want to be a manufacturer, think about the raw material. Is the raw material with good quality? Is it enough? For example, anytime you demand it, they are available, or you have to wait couples of months or weeks until you get that delivery and then you lose that customer. Do you have or make a study of even the staffs and the labor you need? How much you're going to pay them, how much you need, how much administrative you need. All these are, in fact, knowledge, as I said. And that knowledge is power. And that knowledge and that power is a success. So don't sleep at night and make good dream and then say, oh, at the morning I'll open my shop because it come to my dream that I will be a multi-millionaire, for example. No, that is wrong. So you have to study the market carefully, as I said, study the supply, study the demand, study the market, study the customer, okay, study the provision, study the obstacle, study the prospections. Okay, all these you have to bring them together before you start the business, but don't be haste, because haste is waste, as you know. And then definitely you will throw your money and definitely you will close your shop, definitely you will be unemployed forever. So be careful. Thank you very much.